We're going to go into a reference drill. Now before I start, I got to tell you, some of the techniques that I teach in it, you've seen already. There's a lot of crossover techniques in this art, but what the emphasis is on this is going to be way different than what you've seen before. Now the whole drill that I'm going to show you, I've kind of touched on this already. A lot of times when we do trapping, we judge this as if, actually you Pak Sao, when he goes Pak Da and he hits, you're going to get different style blockers. Some people won't block. They'll get hit. Obviously, that's what you hope for, and that's what we're trying to prevent you from being that guy who doesn't block. All right, so when he goes, there's the guy that passes center line. So he will lop sao, and he could hit. All right, don't even worry about the blocks. I'm just mainly worried on the reference point. Then there's the other guys, when they block, they just kind of pot or parry it. I've already talked about this. All right, then you're going to get other guys who are real strong and lock out. You're going to get guys that run from you. You're going to get guys that attack back. This drill will help you through that, through all of that. So let's take this piece by piece. First one, since we did it already, when he slaps and punches or Pak Saos, all right, I am going to block past the center line. He will come up with the BUG and he will lop sao da. Okay, so let's do that a few times. Go. Do you see it? See it real slow. See how I slap it past, and then he comes right through that hole from underneath, and then he's going to pull and punch. Do it slowly. See how this bottom hand that's trapping my arm comes up underneath and grabs my hand and then lops out. You guys should have this. You're an intermediate student. This should be pretty medial to you now. So now, one more time. Do it at speed once. That's it. One more time. There. Okay? Now, the next one, you're going to get the guy who's strong. When you slap, he locks out. Okay? So that means, actually do it one more time. If I were to be a little lighter, he wants to get through and hit, obviously, right? So if he goes in with the next one and I lock out, he's going to pull, he's going to run up that arm and punch me in the face. What I mean, he's going to just run right up this arm. So one more time. I lock out, he pulls and punches. This is also lop sao, okay? What we say is this is second barrier because he goes for the second hand. First barrier is where he attacks the first hand, okay? All right, so let me swing it this way. Let me look at it this way. All right, so first one was Pak Sao. I push past center line, pull, punch. Second one, Pak Sao, I lock it out. He pulls and punches. So just play with your opponent, or your partner, not your opponent, and just go. So I just sit there and I just kind of go, okay, John, you're on. Just play with it. There. See, he's just got to feel it out. And you're always going to anticipate. I find myself still anticipating, and it puts you in the wrong sector. The idea of this whole drill is to minimize that anticipation to want to go to a certain sector. So at the start, I ask you to just go slow with it. It's tempting to go fast and blitz it, but then you'll see there's a bunch of mistakes. You slow down, there's less mistakes. After a while, you're going faster with less mistakes. That's the whole idea. So when he goes, I just go. I don't tell him what I'm going to do. I might act like I'm going to be strong, and then I just block it, and I give in to it. Sometimes I'll act like I'm going to be light, and then I lock out. You don't know, or he doesn't know. Sometimes I don't know until it happens. All right? But the idea is now he's starting to learn the paths on where to go. So now I put the third one in, and this really trips up people. So we go one, and I stop it. Now, Loi Pak Sao Da. I know you've been taught this already, but you're going to trap. See, it's trapping. Remember, we're trapping. Hence the word trapping. You got to trap the arm. Do Loi Pak Sao Da wrong way. If you go like that, see, this isn't going to be too good. He's going to get hit. So what we do is we go one, slides in, get the trap. Do it again. One, slide in, trap. Do you see that? Again, there, that's it, okay? So now let's add that to the mess. See, he anticipated. I knew I can get him to do it. Go. There you go, go. There. So just take your time. Don't go fast at the start. Sometimes sometimes being the feeder, it almost takes, it's going to sound crazy, but a little more talent than the person doing it, because I could trip them up and give them the wrong energy, and sometimes I want to, but sometimes if you get a person who's not used to feeding this, he'll just overdo it too much, and you're going to be fighting different elements besides the feeling you're supposed to be working. So if we go here, go one, good, one, good, one, good. See it? So now he's learning different paths. There you go, go. Good, go, there. Now one way you could tell your student, a lot of times, now we always tell everybody, block here. usually when you're going to do the pak sao, not block, or pak sao. So if I'm going to go here, I pak, which is different if he slaps and comes at me. If I'm more of like a boxing style blocker, at this range, I don't do this, okay? A hard stylist will tend to push past. More of a soft stylist will block more at the elbow and light. That should tell him to slap it off and then hit on the inside. So now if you look at it, when he's doing this drill, I'm not giving him mixed messages. If he feels this, he knows go across. If he's feeling this, he knows stay on the inside. You see it? I'm not pushing his hand past our center line or the line that connects us, all right? Or let's say past his nose. All right, if he goes one, I go right there. You see it? Okay, so we have 3 elements now. Do the first one, 1. Second one, third one. Good. All right, now let's go into the 4th element. The 4th element is I'm going to punch him back. So when he goes 1, he's going to go right here. This is called tan da. Okay? So then he's going to go pak sao. This is called wan jern. He also has a choice of going chung choi or any other fist as long as he's safe and he doesn't kill you. Okay? And then he'll go tan, sut, and then pak, wan jern we'll say for now. Okay? So we'll just do wan jerns. They're easy and they're safe, meaning you could control them pretty good. Let's spin you on this side so they can see this. So 1, so I go right here. See the tan da, pak, wan jern, tan wan jern, pak wan jern. Do it again. There. 1, 2, 3. Again. There. So what I'm doing is, before John could land, go real dead slow. Before he could land that punch, he has to convert it to tan sao and then da. Okay? Da is the punch. Remember that? Okay? So 1, tan da. Okay? Pak wan jern, tan sut, pak wan jern. Okay? We can also swing back. Do it from the other side. So now my arm jiao saos when he pak saos. All right? 1, I loop around, I hit. I'm just leaving his hand down so you can see it. One more time. 1, right there. So then he does the same thing on the opposite side. Pak wan jern, tan sut, pak wan jern. So John doesn't know which one I'm going to go to. So if he goes 1, there, 1, 2, 3. Or here, 1, 2, 3. So now we have 5 elements, right? I'm going 5. I'm good. 5, all right? All right, so he goes pak sao, lop. Pak sao, lop on the same arm. Pak sao, loi pak. Okay, pak sao, tan da, pak sat pak. Now I'm going to jiao. There, 1, 2, 3. So now you mix up those 5 elements. So this is, I don't want you to unload this all on whoever you're working with. If you're teaching students, don't throw everything on them. I mean, for the longest time, I would do 2 to 3 elements and leave that. Then after they got really crisp and really good at it, then I would throw a couple more in. So when we go, I'm just going to mix it up. Go. Good, go. There. If you mess up, just correct and keep going. Good. Okay, that's the 5. Now we're going to go on a little further. Okay? Next one. He's going to pak sao. I am going to go to run away. He's going to kick, and then he's going to punch back. See, the idea is if I do this to John, if I go 1, and if he turns to run away, and if I land that round kick, whoop, usually if he goes, he's going to turn back to retaliate and hit. So do it to me one more time. Watch this. 1, I turn, he gets a kick, I go, come back. He doesn't let me come back. He pocks the shoulder. The slap goes on the shoulder, and he's going to hit me anywhere he sees a valid spot to land the blow. That's going to be our number 6 in this. So we go, pak sao, I go to run, and then he turns and he hits me, okay? One more time. 1, I go to run, and right there. All right, which brings us to number 7, which is like the brother-sister technique of this. Sometimes if he goes, and if I go way out there, he has no choice but to kick. But if I do not go that far away from him, do the kick. It doesn't feel good from there, does it? No. So what I do is I convert the kick into a knee, and then he pocks the shoulder the same way he did. So the idea is this. If I go here, and if it goes far away, go far away, see, I can't land a knee, so I put the kick in, and I pock and I hit. You see that? See, but if he doesn't run away, I just go, and then I pock and I hit. So you're just going to land the knee right in the quad, okay, or in the side of the thigh. All right, so he goes, now we have what, 7 elements. All right, so he goes, 1, kick there, number 2, not number 2, just mixing up, I won't count. There, that's it, okay? Or I just mix it up in the whole mess, all right? Good, good. That's it. All right, so you got 7 pieces now. All right, now let's go on to number 8. Number 8, if John goes pak sao, and then I'm going to body tackle or double leg tackle. So when I do that, he doesn't, let me double leg tackle once. Don't defend. When he goes, I want to come here, okay? I want to get in and I want to scoop him down. So he doesn't want that happen, he doesn't want it to happen, obviously, so this is his reply. When he goes 1, and I go to come in, he locks this elbow down, he steps. If I get this leg, he'll pull away and make me pay for coming in, okay? All right, so one more time. 1, I go here. So he tears away, and then he's just gonna hit, okay? One more time. Okay, that's the reply, all right? There are times when I come in and go in, and I stop my motion. Then there are going to be other times when the guy keeps pressing forward. So right now, when he goes, 1, when I come in, he's going to scoop, and then he's going to kick it down. And then the kick could be right there if he wanted to. We'll leave that out for now, okay? All right, so let's spin around. Remember the Hun Sao? This is Hun Sao. So when he goes in and I come here, he scoops me, he kicks that knee out, and then that's where that would come. We won't do it when we drill, okay? All right, so again, 1, scoop, blast that knee down, and then you know what's gonna go on from there. Okay, so now when we come here, the sister technique to that, actually I gotta spin you again, all right, is when he comes in, and then I slip under it. Let me talk for a second. And I get too deep for him to get the stop or the scoop. Okay, so if I get in this far, go. He headlocks, coming at me. So if I go 1 and he comes under it, I drop my weight and then I step back. See how I get the face right here? And then I just lift it. Do you see that? Okay, let me change the view so we try it from here. So when I go 1, he slipped in too far, I drop. I just turn, see how I hook it right here? And then I just lift it. So basically, spin around this way now. When I get it, it's like the head turns sideways, it's on my rib, and then I lift it. So the head and the body lift right here. It kind of guillotines him like it's going to snap his neck off. It's not a choke. All right? So now, with this whole thing, I just play with it. You go 1. That's it. Okay. Go. Good. All right, my turn. So I just start off slow. Oh, now also, God, what's wrong with me? All right, here. We have one more that I do want you to have, is if he takes the full step back. Let's see it. That's a little bit different. Come back. So now if I went pox out and he did the shoulder roll away from me, this is where I come with the kick, or if it was close, with the knee, right? But there are times your opponent will step back. Do that again. Don't even block, just step back. Boop, right there. So if he does this, what I want you to do is I want you to pendulum step in, and you're going to kick the groin. So one more time. I'm not done yet. It goes 1, I pendulum step, kick the groin, and then you're going to pak da. Do you see it? This is the last one I want you to know, I promise. Okay, so when he comes in, I pendulum, kick the groin, and pak sao da. So when we put that into the mix, he's just going to go. We'll just go slow with it. All right, so he's just going to give me different energies. So if I round kick, in, see now I pendulum, and then I go in. That's what I want you to have. So again, the last one. One, if he goes, I pendulum, kick the groin, and pock, okay? You got that? All right, that's what I want you to have for the reference point drill, all right? We're gonna go on now, and I want you to get the Jiao Sao reference points. The last thing I want you to do in the reference point drill is what we call Jiao Sao. So this is really short. It's not bad. I'm going to do this. When I do the Jiao Sao is the running hand. I want to swing out and hook. So off of the slap, I hook him. All right? Now, he's going to have 3 replies to this. 1, no reply. Maybe he fell for the pock. Maybe he thinks I'm going to come in and I'm going to pock. So he's trying to stop me from touching his face or whatever I'm going after. So if I do fool him, I hit. Do you see it? That's our first score. 1, hit, okay? That's the Jiao Sao. The second one is he doesn't fall for it and he blocks. So say I go to hit, I'm going to pull, trap, and hit. One more time. 1, pull, and hit. Do you see that? Okay, the third one is he blocks it. See how he blocks in? He isn't just covering, he's blocking it. So when we go 1, he blocks. I want you to go to the groin. We just slap the thigh for training, but this is slap the groin, slap the chin, and then they hit. All right, so what I do is I go 1, 2, 3, 4. You see it one more time? Right there. 2, 3, 4. This could be the up, but we just slap, touch. Okay? So now John isn't going to tell me what 3 he's going to use. Sometimes he'll fall for it, hands up, fall for it, and I get the hit. Usually I just take the slap or I hit past for now, just so I don't have to pause or hesitate. I train myself to go whoop like that, and then I go 1, 2, 3. So we go bang, 1, 2, 3. Then if he blocks or just covers, I'm going to pull, and then I'm going to trap and hit. Do it again. 1, 2, 3. Third one is he blocks it. Slap, touch, hit. One more time. There. There. So now, we'll do it slowly, but you don't tell me which one you're going to do. Go. 1, 2, 3. See, I kind of hesitated a little bit, but that's okay. If you do, you just work past it. All right, so again, I can get the hit, 1, 2, 3. I can get the stop or the block. Okay? That's the 3 that I want you to know. It's important, if you get the hit, to continue on. If he gets the block, pull, or if he pushes it, slap up 1, 2, and 3. That's the 3 that you need to know for the reference point for the Jiao Sao. Okay, now we're into advanced focus mitts. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my wife in, Diana. All right, this is what we call the split series. So what we mean by split is, right now let me take this mitt off. If I punch Diana, and if she parries on one side of the hand, and if she hits me with the other side, this is what we call the split series. So it's a split entry. She's in between my arm, okay? So everything that we do within the series right now is going to stay with that format. This is how we prefix everything. So when she goes, the first one is she's just going to hit it. Do you see it? Or not even the first one, everyone. This is how she starts it. As I punch, she parries, and she's going to strike. Right now the mitt represents my face. So we go 1, right there. I will step back. She's just going to come in. 1, 2, 3, and then she adds the kick. All right, let me do that again. You see it? All right, so this is our number 1. It's pretty simple. You could get this. Just start off slow, right here. Split, 1, 2, 3, and kick. Okay, do it one more time at speed, please. Again. All right, that's number 1. Number 2, when she does the number 2, this time she retains my arm, meaning she stays connected. See how she stays connected? And then she's going to come up and over and hit the mitt, and then she's going to cross, she'll hook, she'll cross, and then kick. Okay, so what I mean by retain it, if I were going to use terminology, when she comes in, she's going to lao xing choi. Lao xing choi is actually this hand. So right now, let me set this down. If I go 1, see she pushes this back at me and she comes up through the hole and hits. And it could be gua choi, do the gua choi. See, she could backhand. Sometimes she might rake overhead. That's more lao xing choi. So if the hand has a hard time getting through and you just kind of wipe down, that's lao xing choi. So let's do this in the flow. Okay, so 1, she comes through. 1, 2, 3, kick. Again. Last time. Okay, that's number 2. All right, now when we move into number 3, we're going to say that I broke away, almost like the first one. Remember the one where we went here and I broke away and I just signed the mitt? That's because she had a clear shot at the face. We're going to say now there's an obstruction up. So when she goes 1, my hand stays up. We broke away, so now she poks out. Then she punches 1, 2, 3, and kick. So again, 1, I break away, poks out, 1, 2, 3, kick. What they'll also say is pak da. Da is the punch. So 1, pak da, 1, 2, 3, kick. Last time. Split. Pak da, 1, 2, 3, and kick. Okay, that's our number 3. Let me swing it this way. I really want the camera to catch all the angles on this. First one, she just comes in. 1, 2, 3, kick. Do it again, please. 1, 2, 3, and kick. All right, the number 2, 1, she stays connected. 1, 2, 3, and kick. One more time. See how she stays connected and she backhands, or allow xing choi, and then kick. The last one is I break away, and then she catches up with it. 1, 2, 3, kick. One more time, please. Break away. 1, 2, 3, kick. Let me add one thing. I'm going to surprise Diana with this, but if she went split entry, and if I backed up too far, don't move yet, she might have to go BUG now tech. Remember our entries? And then go into it. Either if there was nothing there, she would just hit it, or she could pox out or whatever. But the idea is if you feel too much of a gap, instead of just going whoa and trying to run in, you could fill the gap with the entry and then go back into it. We're not going to do that now. I just want you to know it. You're an advanced student now. You need to know this. All right? So again, number 1, 1, 2, 3, kick. Number 2, stays connected. And kick. Number 3, I break away, my arms up. 1, 2, 3, kick. Now, the number 4, watch this. I go 1, she goes to do almost like number 2, but this time when she goes to do it, I force the hand back up. So now we've connected. You ever see Enter the Dragon? Everybody fights this way. Well, this is what they took it from. Nobody fights this way, except you're in the movie Enter the Dragon. But right now, this is what they call the connection, all right? Or we've bridged, all right? So when we go here, 1, she goes come around, I go connect. Then she poks out, 1, 2, 3, and kick. One more time. Let me spin you around for this last one. Okay, watch this. So she's gonna go 1, connect, pok, 1, 2, 3, kick. So she goes poks out, I go up. All right, dead slow. Poks out, and she goes to come over, but I keep the arm up. I get away from her. She clears the barrier and hits, and then goes into her punching series and kick. Again, slowly, right there, right here. 1, 2, 3, kick. Now at speed, please. Okay, number 1, split entry. 1, 2, 3, kick. Number 2, she stays connected. Number 3, I break away. Poks out. 1, 2, 3, kick. Number 4, I meet. 1, 2, 3, and kick. Okay, that's the 4 at the start. We got more to do, but this is what we call one response back, meaning, or a single trap back. Because what we do is we go 1, and then no matter which one, she does 1 single trap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay tuned, more to come. Okay, we're going to go into a pox out BUG drill that I do. All this does is transition me from left side to right side. It's a really good drill because you're not going to be able to pick a favorite. Actually, it's actually better taught straight on. You could do it in Yichi Kim Young Ma if you want, or just be relaxed. All right, so if I go Pak Sao, I go Biuji, Pak Sao, Biuji, Pak Sao. This is it. You got the whole drill. So I'm just going to put that wedge in, trap, slap. Wedge in, slap. Wedge, slap. Okay? So as you feel more comfortable, pick up the pace. Okay, good. Okay, it's going to tenderize the arm a little bit. You're going to see your partner is going to hate it. He's going to, let's switch. I want to do it to you for a while. But always remember, there's revenge. He gets his turn too. Not today, it's my video. So we're going to go. Pak Sao, Biuji, Pak Sao is the drill. Okay? So this is the entire thing. It's simple. You'll see it's going to help your trapping a lot. Especially like if we line up and if I have to go here, it gets me there. But if we line up, some people, they have a hard time getting that. This drill will put it into you right away. All right, so now we're going to go Lop Sao. He's going to let me get away with it. So he's not blocking. Then he's going to go Pak Sao and he'll block. Biuji, Lop, Pak. Biuji, Lop, Pak. So that's all I want you to do. Just start slow. Get your partner to, it gets him to like understand what you're doing. He's not going to panic and start to muscle it and lock the drill up. Then you're going to see the drill's going to you're going to get flustered in it. It's not going to go smooth. Just sit there and just go start off slow. Okay, let me slow it down. All right, I lop, I pak. I lop, I pak. The Biuji goes in each time. The Biuji puts me on the other side of his body. Okay, so with that, the third stage comes up, which is just Pak Sao, Lop Sao, Pak Sao. So we go Pak Sao, he lets me have it, so he's not blocking. Pak Sao, Lop Sao, Pak Sao, transition. Pak Sao, Lop Sao, Pak Sao, transition. Pak, Lop, Pak. Biuji, Pak, Lop, Pak. Whenever I was saying transition, I meant the Biuji. It just transfers me over to the opposite side of his body. Pak, Lop, Pak. 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 Okay, so remember, first one, when he blocks, just Pak Sao. Just go slow. This is nothing wrong. Even being experienced going this slow, you'll still learn. Second one, Lop Sao, Pak Sao. Lop Sao, Pak Sao. Lop Sao, Pak Sao. Third one, Pak, Lop, Pak. Pak, Lop, Pak. Pak, Lop, Pak. Pak, Lop, Pak. Pak, Lop, and Pak. Okay, so that's Pak Sao Biuji drill. It's just good. It's going to make you get good on both sides, left and right, and with the transition on how to get over. Okay, we're going into the grappling series now. Now, in Junfang Gung Fu, some of the influences that Bruce Lee had were Jean LaBelle, Wally J, and he did an art called China. So a lot of the judo came from Jean LaBelle, the jiu-jitsu came from Wally J, and then he had China instructors, and just who knows where else some of his influences came. If you ever look through the Dao Ji Do, they have a whole photo-by-photo sequence of the grappling that he liked to do. So right now we're going to go through a little bit for you. So I'm going to bring Joe in. Okay, Now this is still a continuation on. If you've done the Jiao Sao series, which you should have done already on this series, in the advanced series, when we come in, I can come in from the distance. I'm going to close the gap. 1, 2. This will hit in, and I'm going to go around. Now, the Helix series, which I also have, will go around from here. But we're going to say right now, I try to go split entry. 1. I'm hitting right in here. If he's successful with the block, I split and I hit. Let me move him this way. All right, so watch this. 1, 2, I try to go split. Then I'm going to come around and I'm just going to hook him. Okay? We're going to say he's wise to that. Joe defends himself. 1, and he puts that hand up. I wasn't successful. I didn't get the hit. So I'm going to pull. First one, we say he resists back, he pulls back. So if I pull, he pulls back. All right? So one more time. 1, 2, I go in, I go around. I pull, he pulls back. Now I'm going to stick my shoulder right under his armpit. Okay? One more time. Very slow. I come in. 1, 2, hit, I go around. He blocked it, you see it? Normally, I want success. I want to hook him. But if he goes around, he blocks it, it didn't make it. Next thing, I pull. Remember, we can headbutt. We have a lot of other things that we could do. I already taught you in the Jiao Sao series. But the first one is I pull down. Maybe I wanted to headbutt, but he pulls back. So instead of me trying to keep playing a tug of war with him, I let it go. I place my shoulder right under the armpit, right here. So one more time. 1, 2, go in, go around. I pull. He pulls back. I come in. Important point. I don't want to do it this way because if I just come in and I grab him and if I'm not stuck under there, he's going to try to come out and likely I'm going to get clipped. Okay? Even if he doesn't mean to clip me, I bet you if I'm just here holding him, he's going to try to swing out, and odds are I'm going to catch some of that. I don't want to catch any of it. So what I do, 1, 2, go in, go around. I pull. He pulls back. I go in. I plaster my head right on his shoulder. Do you see it? I'm under his armpit with my shoulder, and then I put my head right here. Swing out, Joe. See it? Go swing up high and come out. See, it's kind of hard, okay? So that's where I want you to do. I want you to come in and bear hug him. You bury your head right in there. So 1, 2, 3, go around. I pull. He pulls back. I come in. Now this is going to bring me to the next part. I can grab here, or what I do is I hug tight and look at my hand. I transfer my elbow out, and then I put my hand kind of where the web of the thumb is right here, right against his leg. So one more time. 1, 2, in, go around. I pull. He pulls back. I come in. You see it? So now this, I am going to press. What I think about doing is I think about pressing his knee right into the mat. So I just go right here. Now look at what I did. I stayed with him. I buried my head right into the ground with him. All right? It didn't mean I hit my head to the ground. I just stay connected right here. Let me do that again from the other side. Swing you this way. Okay, so watch this. 1, 2, I go in, I go around. I pull. He pulls back. I come here. I bury it down, and I'm right here. Okay? Can you see how my shoulder is stuck right in his chest? Transfer it around again. One more time. 1, 2, I go in, I go around, I pull. He pulls back, I come in. Now I press it down. When he goes down, what I do is I hook this. I don't want this arm to get free. So I'm here, I hook it, and once I capture it, if I don't like the person, which I'm fighting him, who knows, right? I punch straight through to the ground. One more time. If I don't like him, I punch straight through. If it's a friendly sparring match, I might put my hand here, okay? Then all I do is I come around, and then I just arm bar him right like this. I know a lot of people are going to look. Let me swing you around this way, little Joe. A lot of people are going to look and go, oh, God. If you know anything about grappling, a lot of people feel that the one leg over, one leg back, they don't feel it's safe because the guy can escape. See, they can run out, okay? A lot of people do it. It's a good defense. What I like to do is I just kind of put this hand right here, run out. It stops it. Try it. If you're a grappler and if you've never seen this, this might serve you well. If you get 1 foot over, just lift the head and it's gonna like run out. So he starts to run and I pick it up, okay? So in gym fight, this isn't a friendly sparring match usually. When they're here, they just try to wrench it and go. So they don't care, even if he's running, they just try to really jerk it and they just want to hurt the arm. But if you're in this situation to where you want to hold the person, This is good. Get out. Go away. See? Kind of pins him here. Okay? So again, we go. BUG, now tech. One around. I pull, he pulls back, I come in. I press him to the ground. Do you see it? I stay with him. I stay connected. No freedom. All right? I hook and I punch through or press through. I just hop up and then I armbar. I can hold the head if I feel he's going to run on me. Okay? That's our number one in the grappling series. Okay? I'm going to kind of do it at 3/4. I'm just trying to figure out the best position to show you. So let's start here. 1, 2, pull, pull back, I step in. I press him down, punch through, step, turn, and then see it? I go right here. Okay? The number 2 in the series is virtually the same thing. So when I go 1, 2, I come in and I go around. When I pull, this time he doesn't pull back. Meaning, like the first one, when I pulled him down, he pulled back, and that's what made me come into the side. But, let me swing it. All right, watch this. 1, 2, I come in, I go around. I pull, he stays there. So now I go to the opposite side. So now, it's the same thing. All I'm doing is I'm just reversing everything that I did. If I come in 1, I pulled. He didn't pull back, so now I go to the side. I don't try to pull him and throw his arms back, because he's probably not going to be compliant the way Joe was with me right now. 1, 2, when I come in here and I go around, after I pull it, I step in. I hug. Again, my head's not out. I don't want to get clipped, right? My head bears in. My hand comes in same way, web of the hand on the back of the knee. I press it directly straight down, and then I just bear down into him. Do you see that? So I stayed with him for the whole ride. I hook the arm. Can you see my hand here? I don't know if you can get that. I press in. I just swing over and go into the arm bar. I can still hold the head. All right, let me show it again. Let me show it from this side. Back up. All right, 1, 2, I go in around. I pull, close in. Head's tight, arm hooks in, back of the hand. Do you see that? Okay, then I press down, bury him into the mat, stay with him for the whole ride. I hook. This will press down, or I can hit down. I come over, right here, arm bar. If I want to hold the head, I hold the head. Okay, that's the number 2 in our series. All right, virtually the same. You just need to know, if I pull and he pulls back, I go to his left. If I pull and he doesn't pull back, I come into his right. Make sure your head's buried in, key part. Press in, okay? So whichever armpit you get to, just remember that the outside hand presses in. You got that? Okay, so now it's going to go to our number 3. The number 3 is going to go 1, 2, in, same way here. This time, watch this. I pull the hand, I hit the shoulder. Let me swing him this way. All right, one more time. All right, 1, I go in 1 round. So I pull it and I hit the shoulder. Do you see that? So as soon as the hand's up, I went split entry, swing around with the jiao sao. I pull this hand, I pop this shoulder. Later, it could be pop the face, but right now, even in a fight, it still could be pop the shoulder, okay? One more time. 1, 2, in, around. Pull, pop the shoulder. This is going to turn right here. All I'm going to do is underhook, and then this takes him down. Then I'm just going to step over, and again, single leg armbar, okay? He comes in, one more time. 1, 2, I go in, I go around. Pull and hit it. Hook the neck, or you could hook under. It doesn't matter. Whatever the direction is, single leg, it's just a reap. You're reaping, then you step over, sit back, single leg armbar, okay? Come on back up. The whole idea, if I don't get that hit back on the shoulder, so if I go 1, 2, in, and I just pull, and if I step, he's going to step back. Good. Okay, one more time. So 1, 2, in. So I go right here. It grounds him a little bit. You'll see, if he does step back, I can go into other things. Let me get into that in a second. But right now, if he bears in, and usually he will, if I go like that, he's going to bear into it. Okay, so one more time. 1, 2, in. I go right here. Now all I do is come right here. So watch my feet. I go 1, 2. See it? Right, like that. Like we're dancing, okay? So when we go here, 1, 2, go in, I pull, and I hit it. So I go right here. So once I'm here, I just reap it, step over, arm bar. Okay, you got that? All right. That was our number 3. Now watch this. Number 4, again, virtually the same. 1, 2, in, around, pull, hit it. Now I go to reap. And if you've been training this, you're going to try this and you're going to see it happen sometimes. Sometimes I go to reap and he doesn't go down. So when I reap, the leg comes up. Just don't, I don't want to hurt you, just go with it a little bit. So it goes up, but he doesn't fall. Okay? So one more time. 1, 2, in, I go around, I hit it. Now I go here, I go whoop, oh, you can go down, step here. Do you see it? So I just step over to the second leg. And then again, arm bar. Move you back a little bit. So 1, in, I go here. This just goes right here. I know I'm moving fast. I'll do it slow for you. So 1, I reap, I step. See where he's at? Step over, arm bar. Okay, come on this side, Joe. Real slow. 1, 2, in, around, pull and push. Step, step, kick. Oh, that leg came up. He didn't go down. I just step over. Step right over the head and arm bar. Okay, that's the number 4 in the system. Okay, so now continuing on with that entry, 1, 2, pull, hit. Next one is I want you to drop your forearm right to the thigh. Okay, so watch this. 1, 2, in and around. I hit it, and then I just go right here. See, this is going to put him down. One more time. 1, 2, split, go around. I pull, I push that, then this drops. Right from here, I just go right like that. I press it down. Now, in Jun Feng Kung Fu, they'll snake the leg like this, secure it in. I want to get the toe a little bit bent. I don't want to bend your foot. This is no good. I want to get on it. You see it? So what they do, and I'm not going to do this for real. In training, I step on the leg. Combat, we step on the groin. Okay? You don't need to do that, okay? So, not in your training anyway. So 1, 2, split, go around, pull and hit, drop, press it down, come up, I'm going to pick it up. Right now I'm not even stepping on it. Normally I would step on it, okay, or step on it. Okay, so let's try that one more time. Okay, 1, 2, split entry, go around, hit it, drop, press him to the ground. You go right into it. I'm not stepping on it. In training, I could go here. But it is good to get the habit of stepping. Like I said, you don't need to step on the groin right now. Okay, that's our number 5. Now, obviously, let me show you 1, 2. If I go one way, I can go the other way. But that means I have to step. Let me swing it this way. That'll make more sense. If I go 1, 2, around, pull, punch that shoulder away, I step. Do you see it? So right here, when I'm in this position, I just pop the shoulder, I step. See, this will press it. Now, the only difference is I go outside it. Again, I would step on the groin. Let's not do that right now, okay? I'm sure Joey will appreciate that. So, BUG, now tech, split entry, jiao sao, pull, hit the shoulder, step, and right now, my forearm hits the inner thigh, and I press it down. Now I grab it, this would step, and pull up into the lock. Make sure that you arch, it gets that toe bent, okay? All right, so that's the number 6 in the system. All right, so now we're gonna leave the jiao sao, and we're gonna go to a jab cross. First one, the number 7 is he jabs, he crosses. I wanna pak, lop. Again, come on this side. All right, 1, 2, 3. So one more time. 1, 2, 3. Sorry about that, Joe. All right, I wrap. This is the figure 4. See how it looks like a number 4 right here? They call it a figure 4 position. So again, parry, pak, lop. Wrap it. This drops right here. See, this is what we call a gooseneck lock. I just compress it here. If I don't like him, I put a knee in, and I just lift up on the arm, lift it, and then press the wrist in. And when I compact it, it'll put all the pain on. All right, one more time. Okay, so I parry, pak, lop. All right, so as he goes, 1, 2, 3, then I wrap it. I drop it. All right, I can put the knee all the way over the face too if I care to. Do you see that? So right now, if I didn't like him, my knee would drop right on the face, and then we go into what we still call that gooseneck lock. Okay, I just hold it right here, this was my figure four. See the four still? And now I just put the forearm through it and lift, okay? So whatever we do on one side, we could repeat on the other side. So he goes 1, 2. When he blocks it, I lop. See it? So 1, pak sao, lop sao. Figure four the opposite way, okay? And now I just put the knee down, or I could put it all the way over the face, just like I had said before. Okay, get up again, please, this side. So, pak sao, lop sao, figure four. Drop your weight. You see it? Put that over, and gooseneck lock. So, can you see how I leave this arm in? I lift up on it. The combination of me lifting up and the compression up puts it on him, okay? All right, so that's what number 8 that should be. So, right now, when you go 1, 2, 3, I didn't show this before, but one other thing that you could put in is the elbow. So one more time. All right. 1, 2, I can elbow it as I take the figure four. The same thing here. 1, 2, when he stops it, I can elbow it to help motivate him to go down for me. Okay, so with that, we're going to go into the next one. The next one is he's going to go 1, 2. When he stops it, I will go loi pak sao. You guys should know that by now. So parry, pak, loi pak. This can elbow the bicep, then I just pull. Look at my hands. They just kind of weave. If we're on his right arm, my left arm weaves inside, my other arm's going to go right up on the back of the tricep. So one more time. 1, pak, loi pak. I kiss that off there, and then I go right here. See, this will just pull him straight down. Now, if you look, let me kind of slide you this way. So right here, it's a bent arm lock with the gooseneck from the face down position. Okay, so I just go right here, and then this helps it. Okay, so one more time this side. So when he goes here, I go pak, loi pak sao, elbow. Then right here, I just drop it straight down. See where I'm at? I just put this on right here. Okay, so right now, if I get him down, my left arm is weaving his right arm, and then I just bend this and put some pressure on it, okay? All right, with that, there are times when he goes 1, 2, and I slap it off, I elbow. So I pull him, and I go to take him to the ground, but he catches himself. He doesn't let me get him to the ground. So watch what I do. I step over, and then I'm just gonna lay down over here, and then I put the arm bar on the opposite side of the body, okay? Let's go from this side. So he goes 1, I go 1, 2, elbow. I pull it. So right here, I just step, and then I lay down. This puts it on the opposite side of the body, okay? So I put the arm bar on. All right, so when he goes, parry, pak sao, pak on the inside, I elbow it. This pulls him, I step down. When I step down, that should, sorry, I didn't mean to do that hard to you, but it really puts him low, enough to where I could turn my body and sit back, and it rolls him right into the arm bar, okay? All right, now you're in the advanced series Chi Sao section, okay? So now I left you off at number 9. We're gonna come into number 10. I'm gonna bring Joe in. All right, so from your roll, you already have a lot of techniques going on. We're gonna add to it. Now, if you remember in the Ung Moon drill, I showed you this motion, okay? So this is Go, Lan, Sao, Da. We're gonna add it right into our Chi Sao. So if you watch, what I do is I come up, see how my elbow kind of covers his arm, the trap, and I'm gonna Sat Sao, drop, and then punch. Let me swing you over this way. All right, so when we're rolling, I go 1, 2, 3, 4. So out of the flow, it's gonna look something like this. Very slow. I come up, trap, Sat Sao. This hand will drop and cover, and then I punch. Okay, very slow again. Okay, that was Go Lan Sao Da. Now, we're going to go into the next one. The next one is going to be putting the Dan Chi back in. Remember Dan Chi? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But I'm going to kind of add a little bit more to it for you. So, do you remember when I had you go Dan Chi and then I came back and I went to attack again? Well, it's going to look like that, except this time, when he goes, he's going to bong sao, like he got up going there. Let's do it one more time. Okay. 1, he puts the bong sao up. So I'm in Tan Da, which you've learned already from the Ung Moon drill. And then I'm going to trap this arm, and I'm going to punch. Let's do that again. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, and I punch. Notice how my one more time is about 10 more times? But that's okay. All right, so we're going to keep going. 1, 2, pak sao. But Joe's not going to let me get away with that now. So what he's going to do is 1, 2, when I punch, he stops it, okay? Then he's going to inside whip. Remember the Lao Sing Choi? Also from that Ung Moon cycle that I showed you. Or Ung Moon drill, sorry. Okay, so 1, 2, pak, Lao Sing Choi. See, and this will hit, okay? But I'm not going to let him get away with that either, right? So 1, 2, and then I meet forearms. Pak sao, lap sao. Now we're into the lap sao cycle. Now Joe puts his back in the chi sao by placing his arm there. It's cooperative. He tells me, all right, let's play again. All right, so 1, 2, pak sao. Okay, let's slow it down so I could explain it. All right, so we go dim jern or jik jern. Now when he punches, I tan da, which forces him to bong sao. So I trap the arm off, I shoot my hand in. He stops me right there. He parries. They call it wampak. This hand will shoot up and through. That's Lao Sing Choi. I know it's a lot. Don't worry about it. You're going to get this. Our arms will meet. Pak sao, lap sao, and then just go a few cycles in this. It just kind of, it's good to burn this into you. This is, you know, they redo motions a lot, and the reason why it's so repetitive is because you need it. So just burn that motion into you. So just go into the lap sao cycle, give it 5 to 10 reps, and then go back into your chi sao. So one more time. 1, 2, trap. He stops it, he whips in. Lao Sing Choi is what, like they say, inside whip. Okay? So one more time. 1, 2. Pak sao, he parries inside, I meet it. I trap it and punch. He parries, I lap sao, or I pull. And now we're just going to go lap sao a few times. And when he's good and tired of it, he is going to place me back in. Or, I don't want to confuse you, but I want you to know the options. If we go through the whole cycle again and we're into lap sao, I can put my hand there and now we're on the other side. Okay? So 1, 2, trap. He comes through, pak sao, lap sao. Always try to remember to have that thumb here. Don't get that full grip going. And we go back into chi sao. Okay, so you can do it left side or right side. Okay, one more time, real slow. 1, 2, trap. I punch, he blocks, he inside whips. I meet it right here. Trap it, pull it, then we just go into the lap sao cycle. And when he's tired of it, he returns back to the chi sao. Okay, now I want to go on to number 12. All right, and number 12, we're going to go to jiao sao. So remember, jiao sao is running hand, okay? If we're rolling, I act like I want his face. See it? I draw him in because I want to get the hit here or the slap. We went over all this, okay? So my option here is to go right here. So he catches it, he's going to come back at me. Okay, one last time, real slow. When I go 1, he comes, he twists into tan sao. Then he's going to come back with the jik jern. I pull it with the jut. He goes into bong sao. Then he rolls back to tan as if it's over, but this is called hun. I whip around on the inside. Then he's going to jut, punch, and that's a rep. Okay, real slow. 1, he catches it. Comes back at me, I pull it. Goes to bong sao. I loop as he comes back around. I attack one last time, he punches, that's a rep. Let me get rid of this hand for a second. So if we do this with one hand, it goes 1, catch, come back at me, bong sao. As he goes to go back into tan, I whip around it. See that? I drop my hand at him, and he punches. So in flow, goes 1, 2, 3, roll around, and we're back into the roll. Right now, this is just cooperative. This hand's just going to stay stationary. But we're there, but we're still aware of each other. It's not just like I forgot about my hand and I'm doing this whole thing. I'm aware of what he's doing with this, and he's aware of me. We should, like I said, your spider senses should be going, okay? You got to have that turned on, okay? So one more time. 1, 2, 3, roll around, and back in, okay? Last time. There it is. Okay, so right there, that's our number 12. Remember the number 11 that we did, okay? If I went 1, okay, we're going to combine the number 12 and the number 11. So again, I'm going to do the number 11 for you. You already did it. Okay, all right. So when we do the number 11, it went from doing Dan Chi and then into this drill that I've already taught you. Now the number 12 went around, and now we went back to the number 11. Did you see it? So I just combined it, okay? So the number 12 goes around. Now when I come around, instead of us, let me do just the number 12 by itself. Instead of us just going 1, back around, down, and then back into just the basic look-sal roll, we add the other second half of the number 11. So it's kind of going number 12, then dropping back into number 11. Let me do this slowly. Starts off just like number 12. There you go. So when I come around, 1, here's where it changes. I go tan da, pak sao, lao sing choi, pak sao, lap sao. About 4 or 5 times in lap sao cycle, and then drop back into your roll. Again, slowly. 1, comes out. 2, bong, rolls back, comes down. That's the number 12. The number 11 went 1, 2, right here. The number 13 is a combination of both. Starts off 12, and it goes back to the number 11 flow. Do you see that? Okay, so now that's our number 13 that we're on. Okay, so now we're gonna take it a little bit further. Rolling, remember the pak sao sectors where I went out here and I went pak sao? All right, here's fake time. So watch this. I'm still gonna do the jiao sao, but I wanna go to noi tan sao. So now we're working on number 14. So from the roll, I come out and I jiao sao. See it? He caught me. He comes down, bong sao, rolls back, it's okay. There, and there we go. So one more time. I come out, around, 1, 2, he rolls back, down, and we're back into the roll. See it? I want you to do this shift, because it looks like I'm gonna go right here, okay? In fact, I'm hoping that Joe will get faked and go there, because if he does, I can get this, okay? So we go 1, there, he caught me. Now we go back into that number, what was it, number 12 roll, okay? Last time, real slow. 1, pak jiao, comes back dim jern, bong sao. I swing around again with the hun sao, and we just roll, okay? So that was our next one that we went to, number 14. All right, now I'm gonna go to 15. Here it comes. Same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, back around, and you're probably guessing it, yes, it's just like the number 12. Trap, goes inside, pak, or I should say like our number 11, okay? I know I'm probably confusing you with all these numbers. Just review the take one at a time, and you'll get this. All right, so let me do this again. Noi tan sao, I'm gonna explain each one. Pak jiao, dim jern, and I use the jut sao as a defense. Bong sao, when I do the chung choi. He rolls into tan, I slip around it, hun. He does the jut as I come in with the jik jern. He does chung choi, I do bong sao, okay? And then we roll, all right? So the next one after that went tan, jiao, jut, bong, tan, hun, jut, tan da, pak sao, lao sing choi, pak sao, lop sao. Then just roll a few times, get comfortable, kind of get your brain back together. So now I'm going to recap everything for you, okay? So now we started off with number 10. I went go lan sao. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, the next one went dan chi, pak sao, lao sing choi, pak sao to lop sao. Okay, got that? Okay, the next one, number 12, when we go into it, was jiao sao. So I go here, 2, 3, he rolls around, and we just go back to our roll. Okay, the next one, 1, same way. When he rolls back and I come in, tan da, pak sao, and then back into our roll. Okay, the next one went outside. I trap and go around. Joe comes at me, bong, swing around, and we went back into the roll. The last one, outside, loop around. He comes at me, bong sao. I come around. This time I don't go back into roll when he punches, I tan da. Pak sao, lao sing choi, lop sao da. Okay. Train those. We'll be back with more. Okay, you're in the advanced sets now. We had to do number 7. So we're going to start off. This is going to go 3 times. Gangjam, 2, 3. Right from there, I want you to step off. You're going to go wampak biuji. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Wampak biuji. Now I want you to go sat sao, pak sao wan jern. Let me do that again for you. 1, 2, 3. Wampak biuji, sat sao, pak wan jern. Bong sao. Wampak biuji, sat sao, pak wan jern. Let's start that again. Real slow. 1, 2, 3. Wampak biuji, sat, pak wan jern, bong. Wampak biuji, sat, pak wan jern. All right, now let me explain this. When we go, you're going to start with the left, your left hand high. 1, 2, 3. Step off. Important. Get some room. You're going to go 1, 2, 3. Otherwise, if I try to do it here, I'll never make it. I feel real jammed up. It doesn't feel too good, so make some room. 1, 2, 3. Step off. 1, 2, 3. Bong sao. Step off. 1, 2, 3. Bong sao again. Now this is going to look weird. Watch my feet. This is the hardest part. Is you got to step over and around the leg. Because of the immobility of the dummy leg, you got to kind of give way and step around it. You got to remember, this is my training partner when there's nobody else around. So, you know, we do the best we can with it. It's not perfect, but it sure beats having nothing. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Step off. 1, 2, 3. Bong sao. Come to the other side. 1, 2, 3. Bong sao. Make that big step. Come over. You're going to go tan da, hawan jern, and then you're going to kick the dummy leg right here. Okay? Then you're going to step through. And then you got to come over and you're going to kick the leg on the opposite body right here. That's pretty much it. You step down. It's a little like twisted and tied up, but again, it's because of the immobility of the dummy. Then you come center. They call this jingma, the stance. So it's straight stance, like, or jikma, they'll say. Okay, so then you come over. You're going to palm the face. Come around just like you have been doing on the previous sets, like on set number 1 and set number 5. Okay, let's do this again. 1, 2, 3. Step off. 1, 2, 3. Bong sao. Step off. 1, 2, 3. Bong sao. You got to do that cross step. Kick the dummy. when you palm the dummy and you tanda. Bong sao, step off. Kick the dummy and palm it also. Step down, cross step, center yourself. Gang sao, hun sao, jut da jik jern. Jiao sao, biuji, jut, tak sao. Let me do this one more time. I'm just going to do it slow without any terminology. All right. Little faster. One more time. Okay, that's set number 7. Okay, we're on number 8 now. Let's get going right away. I want you to paksao the inside of the arm right here, but you're going to stomp kick the leg. So you're going to go paksao, dum tek. Okay, so you remember the cow sao? Cow sao will throw it. Okay, with the cow, after you get the cow sao, what I want you to do is I want you to side kick. So when you apply this, this is going to be paksao. I stomp kick the knee, then I am going to cup it, and then I am going to kick the leg. Okay, one more time. 1, 2. Let's look at that on Larry. So it goes 1, and then the cow sao hooks the arm, stomps the back of the knee. So watch this. I go 1, 2, right there. That's the start of number 8. Okay, so now you see the application. So let's get going with this. 1, 2. Step off. 1, 2. Now I'm going to come back in. This is gum sao. It means pressing hand. I want you to step off, step in, and palm the body. Okay? Step out, gum sao. Step off, step in, and then you're going to palm the body. All right, let's do that again. All right, so it starts off. Pak sao dum tek, cow sao juk tek. Pak sao dum tek, cow sao juk tek. Gum sao. Pak sao ha wan jern. Gum sao. Pak sao ha wan jern. Then it goes gong sao, hun sao, jut da jik jern, jiao sao to biuji, jut sao, tak sao. The end is again, just like number 1's ending. Let's do it again, real slow for you this time. 1, pak stomp. 2, cup it, not cup it, well, not cup sao, but cup the arm, or like you're lifting the arm, and stomp the leg. Pak, stomp. Cup it, and kick the leg. Gum sao. Step over, pak, palm the body. Gum sao. Pak, hawan jern to the body. Gong sao, hun sao, jut da jik jern, jiao sao, biuji, jut sao, tak sao. So I'm going to do this a little bit at speed for you. Again. Okay, I'm just going to go now. Last time, here it goes. That's it. That's number 8. Okay, we're in number 9 now. Getting close to the end. Here we go. You're going to go ha bong sao. I want you to do this 3 times. 2, 3. Now my hand is always up at wu sao when I do this. So one more time. 1, 2, 3. Now I want you to kind of whip that up, and then you're going to turn and palm the face. Let's do that again. Low left, low right, low left. Left swings up to tan, turn and palm. Low right, up, palm. Tan sao. Let me show you that again. 1, 2, 3, up, palm. 1, up, palm. Tan. Now I want you to double grab the arm, and you're going to kick. Do you see that? Okay, let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, up, palm. 1, up, palm. Tan. Kick. Tan. Double grab, kick. Gang, hun, jat da jik jern, jiao sao, biuji, jut sao, tak sao. Okay, let's do it again. I'm going to go slow this time through the whole thing. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Swing up, palm the face. 1, swing up, palm the face. Tan. Double grab. See, I never lose it. After I do the tan, I just grab and I just sweep and kick. It's like I'm pulling him in and kicking the body. Okay? Tan through, kick. Double hands, it's gang jam. Hun, jat da jik jern, jiao sao, biu ji, jut sao, tak sao. Okay, I'm just going to do it slow for you. Okay, it's not too hard. Let me do that again. Now I'm going to go a little faster. Again. One last time. Slow. And that's number 9. Okay, now you finished it. The advanced levels. You tied it all together now. You got it. You are just about there. All right, now all we need to do is get back in there, and we're going to get this apprentice level down. So what I wanted to stress within this advanced level is combining everything together. You got your kickboxing, you got your trapping. You need to get that all together. All right, so let's get this now, get it together now, and let's move it right into the apprentice level.